From OG Aesthetics. Almost 5 days in. Shit's tough, lol. Yeah, completely agree. I do have some strategies for quitting caffeine that I think generally will help the vast majority of people. One, Advil is your best friend. When you get those withdrawal headaches, it's really important to take Advil so you're not tempted to drink the caffeine to alleviate the headaches. Number two, it's hydration. You really have to do these things in tandem. If you just do Advil and don't hydrate, you're still going to get headaches. If you just drink water without Advil, you're probably still going to have headaches. But hydrate a lot, drink a lot of water. After a few days, it should subside for the most part. And if you're like me, you don't have the most amount of self-control, find alternatives. So for me, I use caffeine-free root beer that has sugar in it, which did help the headaches, and it's also something that tastes better than just drinking water. So you can use these tactics to kind of help you stay strong whenever you're quitting caffeine. From Underdog, more videos of this kind, please. Yeah, I really enjoy vlog-style content. I think that the biggest issue is time right now. With the kind of schedule that I have, it's really hard to actually make time specifically to go out to vlog. So that's why we typically have more talking head in the bedroom videos, because it's just one of those things. Whenever I work, I don't really have the opportunity during that day to go out and film things, because if I'm working in the evening times, I think my mornings are dedicated usually to playing volleyball, and then if I'm working mornings, I'm usually spending those evenings doing homework. So by the time that I'm ready to actually be able to go out, it's already dark outside, it's already probably time for me to sleep anyway, and you have to factor in everything that I do. It just makes it more difficult. That being said, next year I do intend on doing a whole lot more outside videos. I think one of my main goals is to make sure that more than 50% of my videos for next year are just not in here. I want to make it more like a once a month thing actually being in here, and then the rest of the videos being more of a, oh, let's actually like go out and show things and do things and tell a story. So you can expect that. If you guys decide to stick around till the end of this year whenever I'm done with my daily uploading, you'll get to see pretty quality content. So I'm hoping you decide to stick around, or if you don't, I hope that you come back for the beginning of next year. From Blue Suspect, damn, that sucks. I'm doing a certificate this semester for a solar assessor. Maybe you should look into it as a trade. I feel like trade school is a really good way to get a career started. I completely agree. I think that trade schools are actually very underrated and what they can provide to young men or even people that want to do a career shift. I think that the biggest barrier for me is what my passion is. So I had actually looked into trade schools. I had looked into being an electrician specifically. I thought that was a really interesting career path and something that really aligned with a lot of my techie kind of personality. But what I realize is that I'll never really be fully happy unless I'm in leadership. Now, I could go into a trade, grind for 4 to 6 to maybe 8 years and open up my own practice or become a very high-ranking like, supervising manager, but that's just not really something that I'm interested in doing. There's a lot of hard work that would go into that. It would break my body down a lot faster, and I really just need the energy to do other things in life. I think it would demand too much of my time and energy for what I actually want to do. So that's why I'm sticking with management as my career path. However, there are certainly times when it can feel stressful and overwhelming. I think part of that has to do with where I work. The other part has to do with just my, lack of experience overall with management. And as I get older and gain more experience, I'm hoping that that subsides quite a bit. From Grace, your reaction to the random kid gave me life. Yeah, thanks. So whenever you film in public, you just get like the most random things that can happen. And I think that's part of what makes videos feel more real and interesting. And again, not just talking head. And genuinely what happened was I was, obviously filming and talking about my thoughts, and around this corner out of nowhere, because I had been alone in this area that I was filming at, this kid just runs out of nowhere and looks at me, and he sees me with a big DSLR right in front of me talking to me. He's just like, hi! And I looked at him and I'm like, oh shit, that's a kid, and he's actually talking to me. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I kind of like, if you may notice in the video, I'm actually distracted, so keep glancing at him because he's alone. This is like a, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7-year-old kid. He's just kind of like running around. There's like a splash pad behind. He's like running around. And I finally noticed that the mom out of the corner of my eye is coming around to like watch the kids. I'm like, okay, good, he's taken care of. But it was really distracting. I didn't mind it. I thought it was hilarious personally, but it was really concerning that there's like a random kid just running around. Because where he came from, it's not a place the kid really should have been. It was like in like a back alley kind of area. He really should have been unattended like that. It was weird. Last but certainly not least, we have an appearance from RJ Carter himself. Okay, that made me cry. Awesome. Yeah, I have been focusing more on family over the past year and a half, and making it more of a priority to share my thoughts and feelings with them, just so they can feel, like I didn't turn out to be a sociopath, because there was a period in my life where I wasn't emotionally capable of being able to do those things. And now that I've grown and had the opportunities to be able to learn emotional intelligence better, I'm trying to make up for that fact. And my grandparents mean a lot to me. They really did a big part in helping to raise me. So I wanted to make sure that they understood while they're still around, that what they did for me is irreplaceable, and the impact they made in my life is something that I'll never be able to fully repay them for, other than living in a way that they would be proud. So thank you for your comment, RJ. And I'm glad that I touched so many people with that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this responding to comments video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. You can always undo it later if you want to. Do not forget to keep it casual.